Okay, so like I told, body language comprises of 55% of entire conversation that you do. Meaning to say, like I told before also, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you express yourself while standing or sitting in front of a person, your body posture, your gestures that you make, the words that you use, the voice and the inflection and the pacing, these all comprises of your conversation, and the major component is the body language. So now, what is body language? The study of the body movements is called kinetics, right? So we have all studied in our school days, there are two types of energies. What are that? There's a potential energy and a kinetic energy. So body movements, the study is called kinetics, much related to the kinetic energy. Of course, it is a non-verbal communication. Your body speaks. You see a person, like if you see me now talking, even if I am quiet, you will come to know whether I am confident in talking, whether I am knowing my subject or not, and am I speaking well? Am I using the hand gestures properly? Is my body posture good? Is my mannerisms, etiquettes while speaking or striking a conversation good? So, like telling you people again, and which I have been telling you again and again, the conversation, any conversation that you make, the words that you use comprise only of 7%. Your voice, your pitch, your volume, your pacing of the voice is 38%. And the body movement and the gestures that you make comprises of 55% of a conversation. Meaning to say, if you are in the SSB and right from the beginning, when you are narrating your PPDT story, you're standing and talking, how are you narrating? What is your body movement? What are the gestures that you're making? How is your voice? What is the volume? What is the pitch? What is the pacing of your voice? And the words that you're using while compiling your story, that is PPDT narration. Come to GTOs, the second day or the third day, when the GTO after the psychological test starts, you will be doing lecturettes, you will be into group discussions, you will be into group planning exercises, where all these aspects of the conversation would come into play. More prominently, like I have said, the body movement would come into play. Then comes your personal interview with the interviewing officer, wherein again all these aspects come into light, and more so your body movement, the way you walk into the interview hall, the way you take the seat, the way you sit on the chair. Are you comfortable? Are you nervous? Are you tensed? Everything, your body posture and your gestures give it out. So what are the functions of just non-verbal communication? Functions of, say, body movements. So seeing one thing like emblem. What is an emblem? Waving hand instead of saying hello. We all do it. We wave our hands and then we say hello. Like when you go to somebody's house and you leave, you sit in the car, you pull up your window panes of the car, and from inside you wave your hand. So one of the functions is emblem, right? Second function is illustrator. You can illustrate. Like if I say a round object, so I'm moving my fingers or my hands to describe a shape of a figure. If I say do it, so I'm hammering my hand. So it's like implementing with the hand or putting a force into your words, into your sentences through a hand. Affect display is also another function. It is through your, could be your facial expression. If like you frown, you don't like a thing, so you frown, or you don't want to make it very obvious to the other person you have not liked it, but आप हल्का सा कहते हैं चिढ़ने वाला जो मुस्कुराते हो. Or if you like a thing or you have been impressed by a thing, you smile. So that is affect display. Another function is a regulator, which means it facilitates the flow of conversation. Example, like when I'm talking to you, when I'm telling you something, you nod your head. When your parents tell you something, you acknowledge it. You acknowledge it by nodding your head and while you're listening. When your teachers tell you something, some answers to the questions or some explanations of certain portions of a subject on the blackboard, oblique, verbally, you nod your head, you acknowledge. So the function of the body movement becomes a regulator. And lastly, it is an adapter also. One of the functions of the body movement is an adapter. That means to say, you adapt. How do you adapt? You say helps self-manipulation during conversation. Example, words such as you know. So it's like a filler. If I tell you, if I'm making a sentence, you know, guys, in the interview in the SSB, you know, the interviewing officer will grill you, will ask you a whole lot of CIQs, you know, and you know, you will have to answer in this way and that. So see, number of times that I have said, you know, it is taken into consideration that you already know. So you fill up what you wanted to say with those manipulative words